Thanks for staying with us here on the Joy News channel. We've been bringing you live coverage of the Green Ghana Day launch. The president there spoke. He urged the private sector to get on board to finance the Green Ghana project and ensure that trees are planted across board. Earlier on the AM show, we spoke to ranking member on the Health, the Lands Committee in Parliament, Al-Hassan Suhuyini, who raised concerns about the effectiveness of the Green Ghana project. We'll give you more of that in subsequent bulletins, but let's do other stories now. Gullies, trenches and pools of water, erosion and dust are a common feature on the Afram Plains Road. The stretch is the major access in land route after crossing the Volta River using the Quail Reach. Now, for years, the stretch has not felt bitumen. MFA Ellie traveled the stretch and reports teachers and health workers often refuse posting to the districts there because of the poor access. There's more in the following report.
The actual journey to Afram Plains begins from Echi Amamfrom. That means one would have spent at least 20 minutes to cross the Volta Lake from the Quail Ridge side of town. Google Maps indicates a 2-hour trip to the district capital, Donkokrum. But this only applies if you have a very good and strong car. For regular commercial vehicles, the trip takes almost twice as long. Travelers need to plan carefully to catch the pontoon in time, avoiding delays caused by the road conditions. This situation is especially concerning for pregnant women, school children, and public sector workers.
I walk out do bedroom come no. Ya had a piano sickan in a free bar. Yesterday and penny for say, Omucho money no more paying. A pin for name Qualana ya mobile.
Quite not dear them bebre. A dear youth in bebre them. Motos are kind because of portos in Intino. Bon say, motos no obia dodgy portos. Bon sin we are confining young Kule Mupena say, Brian, now a crash, Nancy could be see. This is what Cromwa Motomiano Crassia. Ama Bakukura Famu Ashrenkwa.
The road is not nice. This road can cause accidents anytime. So as for our road here, you know, enjoy it.
As a first-time traveler on the stretch, the experience was sickening and depressing. The narrow, rough, and isolated nature of the road raised concerns about security. Over 4 days, I traveled on very unusual and inhumane routes to reach deprived communities, aiming to understand the state of social amenities. The experience was saddening. Even the roads in the district capital are in poor condition. I sought answers and spoke with the district chief executive at the district assembly, Isaac Nanofori Courier. I shared my concerns based on the experience on the community roads.
I don't have the vocabulary to describe
our roads.
Yes, the road. And I know this has been here for long.
Sure.
And I can't believe that almost 8 years this administration hasn't been able to do anything. It's terrible.
Yeah, actually, we use the road from Eche Amamfrom to Agodeke is under highways, purely under highways. So the highways is supposed to be having periodical reshaping of the road. The government had a plan to, construct the road and put it into a first-class road. But unfortunately, the government was trying to seek for funds for the entire project. Unfortunately, the government didn't get the fund. So what the government has now do or is doing is that the Ministry of Local Government is procuring some equipment That's bulldozers, tipper trucks, graders, that is going to be distributed to the district assemblies in Ghana. Fortunately, Afram Plains North is also one of the beneficiary districts that is going to benefit from it. And our Vice President just informed us not long ago that very soon all this equipment will be released to the district for us to, work on the road as not a permanent measure but as a temporary measure for some period.
This district is quite big. That's notwithstanding. It will take us 8 long years. I don't know how long the government has been trying to procure the equipment to be able to commence work. Are we saying that we couldn't find any temporary equipment or any from anywhere to use?
Thank you, MFA. That's why I initially said this road is under the Ministry of Roads and Highways, under the Ghana Highways Authority. So the Ghana Highways Authority used to have a periodic reshaping. The District Assembly also used to have a periodic reshaping. But currently, where the state of the road has gotten, it's beyond the strength of the Assembly.
The poor state of road impacts everything in and around Afram Plains. One of the most significant issues is the huge teacher deficit, as educators refuse posting to the districts, which is struggling with educational challenges. Businesses are grinding to a halt, and school children fear for their lives.
The street light is not more there, so you be afraid. So yeah.
All the time you be afraid. So if I wake up, if I'm going to school, car can hit me. My father have motor. Every time, my father will be complaining all the time. Our road there is not nice. Even as for this road, all the time accident can
happen.
Yeah. Even motor, if you driving motor and then you will not be careful all the time. If as for these photos can cause accident, and then so accidents will be going on like all the time. So as for Dongo Chrome, our road is not nice, so you have to help us.
In March 2023, government dismissed a joint statement by members of Parliament of Afram Plains to the effect that the Roads Ministry had diverted funds meant for the construction of that stretch to its stronghold. According to the Roads Ministry, the reallocation of a $98 million facility, an initial contribution from government for the construction of that road, was due to the 2023 debt restructuring exercise. It stated that the decision to apply the allocation under the $750 million Afrexim Bank facility was specifically to cater for the Epedja to Ejuso section of the Accra-Kumasi Highway. This raises the question, it's been over 7 years. What happened to the sourcing of funds for the Afram Plains roads?
I've been to the regional highways, I've been to the National Highways Authority, I've been to the road minister. Our request, our proposals has been to the former road minister, not the current, Honorable Amwakwanta. I've been to him, I've been to the regional highways director Okoto, Engineer Okoto, and we've been to the national. All this, myself, my colleague at TSA Evans, we've did all this movement.
The poor state of roads in Afram Plains is the biggest worry for residents, followed by the need for quality education and addressing the teacher deficit. But the question remains, how long will they have to cry and demand repairs before their pleas are heeded? Ideally, this stretch traveling from Eche Amamfrom to Afram Plains should take you just 45 minutes. But the new team has had to travel for 2 good hours. And that's even because of the vehicle we are using. I'm just wondering, assuming They are supposed to be using their everyday commercial vehicle, a motorcycle or a bicycle, and you're trying to catch the pontoon. What happens? Forget about the state of the roads. The stretch has become so isolated, creating issues of insecurity. What do you expect? To be traveling on this stretch at night when you are not sure of your next step. School children are afraid to travel the stretch. People needing healthcare are afraid to travel the stretch. Health workers, teachers will not accept posting to this community because of the state of the road. When we say deprived Ghana, this is a typical example of deprivation. Perhaps it's time for authorities to rethink their priorities and show Ghanaians that they care about them.
I need you to turn your back, just turn.
I should turn.
Yes. What do you make? What do you make? What do you make of something like this? Just tell me. How do you feel seeing something like this?
Yeah, truly.
Truly what?
The assembly has taken steps. That's why I just told you very soon.
No, I'm not interested. I just want to know. How do you feel about this?
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah.
You drive on it, right?
Yeah, I drive on it. I walk on it.
It doesn't feel good.
Now what do you in book?
It doesn't feel good, does it? It doesn't.
Sister. Come again?
I say it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's been 7 years.
It's been more than 7 years.
But per your assurance,
yeah,
equipment
are on the way coming.
And it will be fixed.
Sure.
Soon.
It will be re-gravelled and reshaped.
Soon.
Very soon.
Thank you. My name is Emefa.
My name is Emefa Ewenam Atiamwa Eli, reporting for Joy News, Afram Plains.
Well, let's get some answers now and bring in Isaac Ej Kwache. He's Deputy Public Relations Officer of the Ministry of Roads and Highways. Thank you for your time here on Newsdesk. First off, the state of this road is impacting almost everything around Afram Plains, including security. Now, has this come to your attention? You would have to unmute for me to hear you loud and clear. I'm asking about the state of the road. Has the ministry, has your attention been drawn to the state of the road?
Yeah, good morning, Fosti.
Good morning.
I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear. Please make your point.
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity to respond to the issue. Yes, it has come to our attention, the state of the road. And I must say that this is a 76-kilometer stretch. It goes through Echamam from Agodeke through to Donkokru. So we are aware of the road. And periodically we work on, but we need, and as well as, that has been what we've been doing so far, as well as even just with Timberland, but thank you from local.
Well, Mr. J, you have to position rightly for me because I'm losing you intermittently.
You're losing me?
Yes. Oh. So I'd like you to take the point again. You say that yes, it's better now. You say the ministry is aware about the condition of this road. So what are you doing to get it fixed?
Okay. Currently, we have done inventory on the stretch, the entire stretch. That is a 76-kilometer stretch. We've done inventory on it, and a report has been submitted to the ministry for approval. So we are going through that process and ensure that we let up do it and give it to the. This is what's been done.
So how long will this approval process take? And how long would residents have to wait till their concerns are addressed?
As far as I know, Ghana Highway Authority brought in the report, and they are taking approval from the ministry. So as soon as the processes are complete, you know, some of these things, it has to go through processes to ensure that it's value for money. So as soon as it's done, they'll get the approval and the contractor will be procured. Then that contractor will assume work on the stretch.
What's the estimated cost to fix that stretch?
For cost, I will not be able to speak to cost as it is now because you wouldn't know what could happen in the course of construction. But when we are done with all the processes and we are able to procure a contract, certainly we'll be able to put a figure to the entire project. But as I speak to you now, I cannot tell you how much it will cost to construct the entire project.
Then, with residents in need of instant help, what can the ministry do for the meantime to help the residents? Because that stretch is almost unmotorable. You saw the state of the road. We can't keep waiting for an approval. Well, we don't even have timelines as to when this approval will be given.
Currently, what the ministry intends doing on the road is to ensure that we do periodic reshaping and then re-graveling, just like I told you about earlier. So I can say that very soon, I empathize with the people living in and around the stretch. But what I can say is that ministry is around the clock to ensure that contractor is to work on some of the that are very bad to at least like. But the road doesn't.
Mr. Isaac, I seem to have lost you. You have to reposition rightly so that I can get your points there. Now, if you just
what I'm saying is, currently you asked about what is being done currently to alleviate the plight of the people.
Yes, please.
And I'm saying that as part of our program, we have many projects out that do it. So as part of this program, the contractor is assigned to come and work on the area that's very fast to ensure who driving happens for the whilst we try to and long term which deal with the issue. So in the meantime, the ministry is preparing that who will work on the path so that people have easy access on the road.
Now, with this intermittent works you'll be doing on the stretch, for example, you say that reshaping of the road will commence just to ease the plight of residents. Do you have a timeline? Is it in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, so that we have certainty that it would be done?
As far as I know, within the next couple of months, it should be done. The contractor will move to site and work because I know Ghana Highway Authority submitted a list of some projects that they want to work, which include the road that we are ready, the Book Road that we are. So certainly the contractor will come and work on it. But as to when they will come, but I can tell you within the next couple of months, we'll see work being done as far as reshaping and road graveling is concerned.
Thank you so much for your time here on Newsdesk. Isaac Ejay Kwache, he's PRO for the Ministry of Roads and Highways, Deputy PRO. Now, he has assured that in the next couple of months, that Afram Plains stretch would be fixed. And he also assures that government is working to ensure that the project is granted to a contractor for work to begin on the stretch. There are a lot of processes. He says it's cumbersome, but he assures that work will be done on that stretch. And trust us, we're Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. We'll be monitoring the situation. We'll be on the grounds to find out if they live up to their word. My name is Faustina Saf, and that's how we wrap up Newsdesk. For more news, please log on to myjoyonline.com. Have a pleasant morning as you enjoy the rest of our programs.